I recently received an email from Tony from Los Angeles who had a question about net neutrality. Tony wrote, "The FCC appears set to allow internet service providers to institute a two-tiered system of broadband access. This will effectively create a slow lane and a fast lane for accessing content online, depending on how willingly sites with many users comply with the additional charges. Many of my friends work for internet startups, and I myself am back in school studying computer science at LA City College. I really fear the effects that this might have on the growing tech economy that's taking root in Los Angeles. I hope you take a clear public stand in favor of keeping the internet open equally to all users." This is a great question and something I've been asked a lot about lately. I've been hearing from hundreds of my constituents who share your concerns. So let me say unequivocally that I support an open internet because the internet is one of the most important tools for free speech and the free exchange of information in human history, and I wanted to make sure it stays that way. I'm opposed to proposals that would permit a fast lane for companies that can afford to pay to reach users faster. I'm opposed because the idea of discriminating based on who can afford to pay goes against the open architecture and level playing field that have made the internet such an incredible force for innovation and democratic values. I don't want the internet to become a walled garden where the little guy is shut out from competing and having his or her voice heard because he can't pay the entry fee. The FCC announced in April that it will pursue a new open internet rule and asked for comments on what that would look like. Since that time, the Commission has received hundreds of thousands of comments, many times what they've ever received before, in favor of a strong rule which prohibits discrimination. The FCC has to walk a fine line because two previous open internet rules have been struck down by the federal courts. This time we have to get it right. We're still waiting to see what the FCC comes up with, but I'm hopeful that they'll prohibit discrimination or blocking of legal content. In the meantime, keep up the drumbeat and keep up the fight for a free and open internet. And thanks again for your question.